And that is it. We can be satisfied with this. Let's confirm. Let's look at what we control in the world, which is most of it. Of course, there are a couple of potential challenges left. The United States and Japan. It is only 1941, so there is plenty of time to do whatever you want. Third Rome is back. We have almost 500 factories. We have unlimited manpower, as usual. And we are this guy. Let's not forget that this guy is now dominating the world. The supreme representative of God on Earth. Not fucking around. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. In the first episode of this series, we used an optimized strategy to overthrow Stalin and make Russia great again. But before we can call this run a success, we need to defeat our arch nemesis, good old Adolf, and claim the first Rome for ourselves. So in today's video, we will go through the best strategy to quickly defeat the Axis and achieve our goals. As a bonus track, after we are done with the Axis, we will also take down the Allies to assert complete world dominance. If that sounds interesting, then this is the right video for you. Of course, as usual, if you have been following the channel and enjoying the content I make, please do not forget to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Also, feel free to let me know in the comments if you have any doubts or suggestions for further improvements. But now, let's get ready to face the Axis. So we are picking back up exactly where we stopped the last time. Third Rome is now here. We have the epic guy as our leader. So the last time we stopped right after Poland refused the ultimatum, so Germany is about to attack them. Now, we did not sign the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Well, Molotov is not here anymore, but in any case, we didn't sign the pact mostly because we plan to attack Germany early. We don't want to wait until Barbarossa. However, we still need to wait because there is currently a bug in the game. I don't know if Paradox will ever fix it. So when Poland capitulates and Germany takes them down, if we attack Germany and invade Poland, after Germany attacks Denmark and signs a white peace, Poland reappears, which is very annoying. We don't have access to them. Our units can become encircled. So we will need to wait until Germany attacks Denmark before we can actually invade the Polish territories. So for now we will just continue and wait until Poland capitulates. And I expect Poland to go down quite fast as usual. Ah yes, by the way, we did lose a spy last time, so with our spies we can start spying the Polish territories. We cannot spy this area yet, I think, but we can spy these two areas. That will be beneficial when we start our offensives. Oh, Poland is putting up a fight, look at that. Poland, which is a bit bigger than usual, because Lithuania decided to declare war on them. Suicidal Lithuania. Okay. Now Poland is down, we can prepare our armies to invade Germany. Now, after Poland capitulates, we also want to fabricate a claim on Germany, because we don't have one. However, we also need the war tension to be at 50%, so we will need to wait for Germany to attack Belgium, the Netherlands, or Denmark, before we can actually justify on them. We're going to use this priority for our fighters and CAS. Also, Churchill, I like you very much, but shut up, please. Okay, let's start with the army setup. By the way, you can also find this in the dedicated spreadsheet. It's in detail. You can find the detailed positioning of the armies in there. So we're going to use two different marshals, one only with tanks and motorized, which are always going to be used combined. The tanks are going to start from the Minsk area. Ah yes, I need to cancel the area defense. So our armored division will start from the Minsk area and will attempt to break through Germany and cut off all of the divisions that they have in here. So ideally, we will micromanage them a little bit, but we want to cut to Kaunas and to Lithuania and stop and circle the Germans in here. Motorized, this is my strategy. I used it multiple times. Motorized works very well. Maybe let's give them a slightly bigger front line, but motorized works very well, even though this is a very weak division. This is the template. It's very basic. But the advantage of having some motorized is that they are the only thing that can keep up with the speed of our tanks. And so when our tanks quickly break through this area, while our infantry will take some time to cover the front, motorized will be already there for a first line of defense. It will be very important to avoid getting overrun by the Germans. Now, in terms of the Marshal, here it really depends on how lucky you were with the Civil War. In this case, we were quite lucky because this guy survived, and this guy is pretty good. But actually, the general that you farm during the war is usually quite good too. So this guy is also a pretty good choice. I must say I do like this 5 in planning, so I think we will use Mikhail. As for our tank army, I see here a level 1 general with a Panzer expert or Panzer leader, so I think we are going to use this guy. It will be tough at first, but he can level up to be very strong because we have bold attack. The other ones don't matter as much. Try to use someone with decent defense, maybe like this guy. The second Marshal, we want him to be defensive, so this guy could be a pretty good choice. And all of the infantry armies, let's just go prioritizing defense. We don't really have good dedicated generals, but any defensive one will do. For the Mountaineers, there is usually this one, which can be good. And other than that, it doesn't matter. What matters is the positioning. Now, we're going to keep it as simple as possible, so we're just going to assign 2 infantry armies here to the entire front. And 1 defensive army also here to the entire front. And we're going to keep 1 defensive army and the Mountaineers at the border with Romania. Romania at some point should join the Axis and will attack us as well. We also built tier 4 forts here, so we should be fine. Let's make sure that everybody has the highest motorization priority, including the infantry. Let's see if we have any good traits in here. I actually like this one, so yeah, let's get this one. And let's also get this one. No, we don't need this. I will also get the defensive doctrine on our defensive Marshal. This one doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. Okay, all good. Now, we also want to deploy all of our planes. Let's send them closer to the front and assign them to our army. We don't have a lot of planes, but we will have some. So all planes assigned to the main army. These planes will be wiped out quite quickly, but at least in the early stages of the war they can give us some cover. We can also use this chance to pick the air spirits, air crew surveys and centralized control. They will help a little bit. And that is about it. We can continue until we get enough war tension to justify on Germany. Remember that researches and focuses are in the description of the video, so they will not be mentioned in the video itself. This is nice. Okay, Germany attacks the Netherlands, meaning we get enough war tension to justify on them. So let's go on and do that. Remember that we need to wait for them to declare war on Denmark before we can actually attack them. Until Paradox fixes the bug. The Netherlands didn't last long. Belgium will not last long. Now, in this run, there are a couple of options. Sometimes France is able to resist, especially if we can attack Germany early. Then they will be distracted and France can hold on for a bit longer. Which is totally fine. We will need to share a bit more war score with them at the end of the war, but that's okay. In other runs, Germany quickly takes them over, conquers, takes Paris and capitulates France. And that means mostly that we will have more war score at the end, but we will need to face the full Axis and the full German strength. I wouldn't mind that, because this was a lucky run, so having some challenge in here wouldn't be too bad, I think. Usually they attack Denmark in late December. So let's see. Ah, right. I did not pick desperate measures yet.
The three party leaders have agreed to serve either in the war cabinet or in high executive office. The three fighting services have been filled. It was necessary
Need to wait.
that this should be done in one single day. On account of the
Because usually at this point we already attacked them. No, though we don't have the claim yet. What did I pick before that? There must be something.
and I'm submitting a further list to His Majesty tonight. I hope to complete the appointment of the principal ministers during tomorrow.
Interesting.
The appointment of the other ministers.
I guess maybe we are a bit late because the war tension was a bit lower than usual. Yeah, we could either pick transpolar flights or just wait a bit longer. I guess we're just going to wait for a few days. So of course we need to wait for Germany to... So of course we need to wait for the claim before we can pick desperate measures. So we will need to wait for a few more days. How many days actually? It's about 10 days, so we will lose a few days of the focus. That's okay. No big deal.
By the resolution of the House. At the end of the proceedings today, the adjournment of the House will be proposed until Tuesday.
Okay, we got our claim. We can declare war on Germany, by the way, yeah? Even before they attack Denmark, so we can pick our next focus. What we cannot do at the moment is we cannot start attacking them, because they still haven't gotten the white peace with Denmark. So we will need to wait for a little bit longer. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect timing. Now we can attack Germany. Now it probably would be a good time to make a save, and we also need to make some changes with our political power and army experience. So first of all, we're going to pick the last advisor, and we're going to pick this guy, which gives us an insane plus 15% attack against major countries. That's very, very good. And also the 10% extra speed is amazing. So very good advisor. Then it depends a bit, because paranoia can kill some people, and let's see if we were lucky. No, we were not lucky, because we don't have the military theorist, sadly. Only the mass assault expert survived, so we're not going to pick a theorist. If you have the military theorist in here, it would be a good time to pick it. And let's see if we have any let's also see if we have anything good in here, but it looks like we don't, sadly. So, well, nothing. No advisors for now. We can pick them later. So at this point we're going to pick war bonds, we're going to pick domestic film industry, and we are going to pick the limited conscription law. This will also be helpful later on. And we got free civilian factories. Now with free civilian factories you can build more military factories in the 100% and 80% provinces. But later on I also suggest using the factories to improve the hubs as we advance into Germany. So we're not spying in here. Let's make sure that we spy in here. The next thing we want to do is we want to pick the mobile warfare doctrine. Unfortunately, we lack 1 army experience, but you should have enough, because usually the civil war is a bit longer, so you get more army experience. In any case, as soon as possible, we will pick it. Just in case. Let me make another save. You never know. And we can actually start our offensive. So, first offensive in here to encircle the Germans. Let's go. Okay, we immediately got the army experience. Let's use it right away. So, mobile warfare. Then later on, we are also going to pick the last spirit, maneuver warfare. But for now, let's pick unexpected thrust as our favorite tactic. A pretty good tactic early on. And our first push has been actually quite successful. That's great. By the way, guys, as always in my guides, I try to micromanage not too much to show the least possible amount of micromanagement so that anyone can follow this strategy just by using the same battle plans. Now, in this case, though, speaking of which, I will tell them to push alongside the railway in here because I want to encircle them as fast as possible. Let's see if we can get that done. This is actually perfect. So we already encircled some of their units. It's probably not that many, but it's better than nothing. So now let's keep pushing. At the same time, I will assign the motorized to this front. Wait. Motorized to this front here, because we want to protect it. And I also want to change some of these divisions to cover only this front. Otherwise, we will start struggling in here. So we can leave maybe the defensive units only to cover part of this front. Other than that, the tanks can easily take care of it, so we don't need more units in there. But we need to reinforce the rest of our front. And let's just push them as fast as possible. Yes, but please take this victory point. Oh, Paris is down, so it looks like we will face the full power axis. The Germans will have a lot more divisions in here very soon, which is okay. Come on, just go, guys, just go. And France is down. Okay, I guess we don't need a defensive army in there anymore either. So let's send them here. And we can just finish off everything which is left with our tanks. Very, very good. We already destroyed a lot of their divisions. Amazing. So our first encirclement was a success, but we need to be ready because soon all of the German divisions that were fighting France will be on our front. They are already attacking us, so we will be under a lot of pressure very soon. Now our next push will be from this area, and it involves pushing from along the railways to... maybe I shouldn't pronounce it. To this area in here and then all the way here and here. And the idea is to take away supplies from their front. This push is usually the hardest in the war, so it may be a little tricky. Let's see if we can get it right away. Otherwise we will stop, reorganize and try again. Make sure that you have full organization, full strength, full training, full planning when you start this offensive. The Germans definitely do not lack divisions in here. I will also use a staff office plan to boost a bit the speed at which we get our planning. Okay, at this point, I think we can also pick our air superiority advisor. I think we had a close air support advisor. That's very nice because that's my favorite doctrine. So we can pick him and we can start picking some of the air doctrines. They will be useful later on when we will actually have an air force. Speed up the game a little bit because... Now we will also benefit from the end of winter because pushing in winter is not the best. Yeah, I used stuff off his plan a bit too early. Now, one thing we can try to do in here, if possible, is we can try to take Grodno. No, not from there. Not from there. Why don't you want to go here? That's looking very good. Because that means more supplies for us. They're very beneficial. Let's try to start the offensive, but for now it's gonna be tough because they have a lot of divisions in here. So yeah, probably not. Now, when you see an offensive not working, like clearly it is not working in this case, just stop it. You don't need to murder your units. Just give them some time to reorganize, get more planning, and try again. Will you stop moving? For fuck's sake. You keep losing the planning and organization in that way. Let's do it in this way. So I plan an offensive line this time. Need them to reorganize a little bit. We need to take Grodno as soon as possible. We can use a little trick here. We can try to attack with everybody, and we can try to stop reinforcements with infantry maybe. They're putting up a fight in here for sure. Tough push. The river crossing is not the best. We are suffering a bit more than normal. But here it's looking good, see? We should be able to get it, but we need to stop these guys. Okay, we got a bit closer. It's already good. Hungary joined the Axis, so there will be no encirclements out here. If you're fast enough, but without air superiority, that's not as easy. You can try to take them down. I mean, if you're fast enough, you can try to encircle the German divisions in here before Hungary and Romania join, but this will not be the case in this run. That's okay. Now slowly, but we are advancing. They still hold on to Grodno though. At least this should be some good news, and that is very good news. Panzer Expert is great, so let's get it. Okay, now I will rearrange them a little bit though. We still have to take Grodno. But we got another hub in here, I believe. Yeah, this one will help us massively. So that's okay. And the other thing I want to do at this point is to help us a little bit with the push. Let's upgrade these hubs. Let's make it our priority together with repairs. Okay, now at least we are holding the line quite well. And I think pretty soon we will get additional supplies from here. Perfect. Let's upgrade this one too. You need to be a little bit patient early on against the Axis. They really have a lot of divisions and we don't have the air superiority. So this initial push is a tough one. Especially when France capitulates so fast. Okay, now we have the planning. I think we can get this done now. Let's go. Oh, by the way, doctrines. Don't forget about them, especially the Spirit. I like maneuver warfare, so let's get it. Off the planes a little bit. Let's go. Ah, we are talking. Come on. Damn, Grodno. Not giving up on that.
Mr. Speaker, in the disastrous military events which have happened during the past,
But we are stretching the front
come to me with any
and we are
surprise. Indeed,
encircling some divisions in here. The more divisions they have, the more they will lose in the end.
that the worst possibilities were, and I made it perfectly clear that whatever happened in France would make the
Didn't Churchill already say all of this shit? Why doesn't he shut up?
if necessary for years, if necessary alone.
I think he's bugged. Churchill is broken, guys.
Thought it right to politic occasion to give the House and the country some indication of the solid practical grounds upon which we base our inflexible response. There are a good many people who say, never win or lose, sink or swim, better die than submit to tyranny, and such a tyranny. And I do not dissociate myself from them.
Finally, we got Grodno. It was such a tough push.
The three services unitedly advise that we should carry on the war, and that there are good and reasonable hopes of final victory. We have fully informed and consulted all governing dominions. These great communities, far beyond the ocean, who have been built up on our laws and on our civilization, and who are absolutely free to choose their course, but are absolutely devoted to the ancient motherland, and who feel themselves inspired by the same emotions which leads me to stake our all upon duties on.
I actually want my motorized to follow a bit more closely the armored divisions. Otherwise, in here, it can be a struggle.
The French government will be throwing away great opportunities and casting adrift their future if they do not continue the war in accordance with their treaty of
Okay, we got the push more or less done. Although I do want to take this place too.
the House will have read the historic
Okay, yeah. Losing this is not great. We want this.
which is the desire of many
Come on, guys. Stop losing stuff.
and of our own hearts. We have proclaimed our willing and darkest hour.
In any case, it's time to plan the next push. The next push is the most important one because we're going to push this area here and potentially encircle a lot of their divisions. So this is a key moment in this war. Of course, we need the Plinsk first of all, which looks like it's ours, but it's not. I don't know what's going on with this place. Okay, it is ours in the end. And that's not great because they are taking our railway in there. But they completely lack supplies. We should be able to take this. Okay. Looking a little bit better. But we do need planning for this one, because this is another very tough push.
I expect that the battle of Britain is about to begin.
Now we can get more doctrines.
Upon this battle depends to be life. Upon it depends our own British life and the long continuity of our institutions.
Okay, now let's give this a try.
No fury
It's looking good.
of the enemy, but very soon return.
Now, Romania is also in the Axis, so we are really facing the Axis at full strength. Also, Italy already joined. That's a bit early. It's a bit weird.
If we can stand up to him, all Europe may be free, and the life of the world may be restored.
So we will be under even more pressure very soon.
But if we fail, then the whole world, including the United States,
But finally, they will be under some pressure too.
known and cared for, will sink into the abyss of a new dark age, made more sinister and perhaps more protracted by the lights of perverted science. Let us, therefore,
Let's upgrade the MIOs on our tanks.
so bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth long for a
Oh, very nice. I love these because now we finally have a good advisor. Maybe this guy also has something useful. Well, this is amazing, but not as a general. So at this point we can also pick the armor specialist. It's very convenient. And now we shouldn't absolutely stop pushing on this side because we definitely want to close this encirclement as fast as possible. Actually, I would manually attack them in here. See if it is, see if we can get this right away. We can also use these divisions. It's our absolute priority right now to close the encirclement. And we did it. Okay, a lot of German divisions will die in here. That's amazing. Now let's make sure that our spies are giving us some boost in the areas where we plan to push, like Warsaw. That's for later. This is actually nice. That's a lot of German divisions in there, so that's perfect. Let's make sure to rearrange the other ones. So right now we need to be a bit careful because we do want to keep the front split. Maybe we can have these guys like this. In here they pushed us a little bit, but that's not necessarily bad because from here we can get a nice encirclement, so it's a good thing actually. Oh, Army of Fence. That's another very nice trait, so that we can pick him instead of this guy. Boost a bit our offensive potential and logistics wizard. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, this will help. This will definitely help. Now, let's destroy these guys. That's a lot of divisions. This is so satisfying. It was worth the effort, for sure. Amazing. Okay, now it's time to get rid of these guys because I don't like this pocket. Or better, I like this pocket if we take it. So let's push from here. Let's go all the way to the river, ideally. And then we get an encirclement here, hopefully, if everything goes as planned. We are still under a lot of pressure. Keep in mind that we are facing the entire Axis alone, because the UK is not doing anything, and France is dead. And we don't have air. Also, we don't have air because we have terrible maluses to air, so it's not particularly worth it, in my opinion, trying to push on air superiority against the Axis. We will get air superiority around the end of the war, though, not for now. What I want to keep doing is upgrading these hubs whenever possible. Keeping the supplies as high as possible. That's very, very important. You will see that the early stages of the war are the most difficult ones, and then it gets a bit easier the further you push. Okay, let's go. We can do this. Oh, nice encirclement. They don't lack divisions, but the best divisions are the German ones, so if we can kill them, then it's great. And it looks like we are going to get another encirclement here. Absolutely perfect. And now we can also pick unexpected thrust as our favorite tactic. Now there are better ones, but we need a good one already. So perfect. Look at these guys. Another very nice encirclement here. We don't want to push further into this area, but we do want to kill all of these guys in here. And we want to do it as fast as possible. Free our divisions for something else. And now we just completed the required technologies to design our fighters. So we can change the production a little bit and start making our F2 fighters. Of course, we go for the usual design, which is always very solid. Unfortunately, we don't have enough air experience at the moment, but we will get it very shortly, so wait a little bit longer. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we are pretty satisfied with how our pushes are going. We probably took a lot of casualties. Let's give it a look. Yeah, already 200,000. But at the same time, we caused over 2 million, well, 1.9 million is from us, to Germany, and already, no, not so many to Italy. Italy is actually fighting the UK. But now, it's time to close more encirclements. Why can I not close this, though? Yo. What is this bug? Never had this bug before. Crazy shit happening. Okay, for our next push, we want to take the area of, we want to take central Poland with our next push. And we are going to go from here. So they pushed us back a little bit here, but that's okay. Because now we are going to push in this direction. We may need that railway, but it's okay. Let's go like this. Now that we close that pocket, we will have a bit more units, reinforcements to cover the front.
Выходим! Смирно!
And let's go. Now we can design the F2 though. Now we're going to make a change to the production now that we can make F2, and that is we're going to produce as many as possible and reduce the tank production to only 25 factories. Let's also upgrade the MIOs. They are already upgraded, so no problem. Okay. Well, of course we need to adjust trade quite a bit here. Try to import from countries that do not require convoys, so we don't need to worry about the German submarines. And let's go. You can see how, compared to the first pushes, our tanks are pushing faster and faster now. German divisions are starting to struggle to keep the pressure. And Warsaw is already taken. But here we will struggle to hold this area. That's why motorized should always be assigned to the same area, but maybe I missed that a little bit. Nice encirclement. Perfect. No, this is very good. Now in here we can push a little bit more. Let's go all the way to Lodz and maybe Katowice, Krakow, this area here. We can keep pushing because I don't see their units in there, so I think they don't have any. Now we caught them with their pants down, as we say in Italian. That's very nice. Now, as you can see up here, we have a very nice encirclement set up for ourselves, and we just need to close it. So let's go on and get Danzig. Danzig or war. Did we take we didn't take this. That's actually, let's take this stuff. Especially since nobody's there. I don't know where they are, but nobody's there. I do want our infantry to get there, so hopefully they are going there. Because it doesn't look for some reason like they are. But they should. Meanwhile, I will keep the pressure up because I still see the Germans as not having... What happened with Denmark? Oh, as long as you not make Poland reappear again, I'm okay with whatever you do to Poland, to Denmark. Now this looks like it's going to be an easy encirclement. Of course, the Germans know it and they will try to retreat to these divisions and save them. So we want to push as fast as possible to prevent them from doing that. Let's keep using our spies to boost our offensives. So now I think we will push these two regions here. Oh no, guys, go all the way to Memel. I need to adjust a bit the tanks because they are pushing where they shouldn't, but they're also pushing where they should, so everything is looking good. Oh, and that's a lot of divisions in there. Very, very happy with this encirclement. Very happy. At the same time, though, we don't need infantry to be in there. Our tanks will kill everybody there, so we can set... but I need to be careful with that area. Now, at this point, technically, you could use a martial line to hold on to the entire front. But I wouldn't move the divisions right now. It's very risky to do it now, to change now. So keep them as they are, maybe split them a little bit more now. So maybe one army there, one army here, and one army like this one holding the entire front. Like this, something like this should work. Let's take Danzig and let's take the encirclement before they move away. Now these guys are completely screwed, which is great. I do need our motorized to hold on to this front, but even if they push you back a little bit, it's okay. Because our main goal right now is destroying as many of their divisions as possible. Even if they push us back, we will take everything back. Look at the amount of divisions that we are destroying in here. That's absolutely amazing. Perfect. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And we're almost done, guys. It doesn't look like that, but actually we're almost done. Especially because we got 3 collaboration governments in Germany. So Germany will go down quite fast once we get to the juicy victory points. Which is what we're going to do right now. Now, right now I'm going to push along this river. Something like this. We can be a bit more ambitious now with our pushes. And the idea is maybe we will be able to encircle some divisions up there, which would be nice. Let's go for another staff office plan, why not? By the way, you have a lot of political power, and if you want, you can use it to add some medals to your divisions. Medals are not amazing, but you know, another 10% organization or division recovery rate. I would go for organization probably. It's not bad at all. Now, I mentioned this in some other videos, but in my opinion, that should make medals a bit less tedious to assign. So maybe just like give them to a general or apply them to the entire army, because giving them individually to each division multiple times, that's a bit too tedious. And it's not terrible, but... And let's go with our extra organization. We shouldn't have any issues pushing in here. Look at that. Look at how easily we are crushing the Germans now. Yeah, by the way, guys, I showed this in the previous video, but this is the template that we are using for our tanks. And the tank design that we are using at the moment is this one. My favorite tank design for World War II.
Смирно!
Okay, now I want motorized to hold on to this front here. While we keep pushing and get another nice encirclement in here, hopefully. And I'll keep going. Perfect. Let's take the harbors before they can use them. Yeah, look at them. They were trying to get away. He's not going away from here. He's only dying in here. Stop pushing there, though. I mean, I guess it's okay, but... Another 10 divisions in there. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Bit less perfect the fact that I need to keep importing stuff from different people. We're very close to Berlin. And we have this weird Denmark here, which, well, shouldn't really be there, but I don't think it's gonna be a big issue for us, so it's okay. I don't actually need that place. Or not. Keep going, let's keep going. I'm quite confident they don't have the divisions anymore to resist. Berlin is down. And everything is falling apart for old Adolf. They still have a lot of divisions, but they are Romanian divisions. They are weaker. They are not in the right place. So nothing can save Germany now. Nobody has enough of this stuff, come on. Look at that, I even see some green air, which is quite surprising. Okay, now something very important. Germany at this point will be very close to capitulating, and that's cool. We are happy with that. But before we capitulate them, if Italy hasn't joined yet, first of all, you want Italy to join. But Italy was very aggressive in this run, so they joined already. And the second thing we want to do is we want to take under our control Belgium and the Netherlands, because if we do, they will be part of the peace conference. But if we do not take them and we end Germany, then they will reappear as independent country, and we cannot claim them, and we cannot claim them in the peace conference. So let's try to get them before we capitulate Germany. Maybe try to avoid some of the German victory points and go straight for the Netherlands and Belgium.
Я готов.
Yeah, I told you not to push in there, and what do? You stupid fucking piece of shit. Sorry, guys. I should edit this out. Well, it's a bonus for the unedited version. Why if I use a spearhead and tell you not to push in that area, the first thing you think you should do is pushing in that area? Why? What's wrong with you? Push in there. Come on. No, you shouldn't push there. Oh my god. Okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Absolutely not mad. So, I'll draw the line like this, okay? And then we do all the way here, and you do not push Essen. You do not push Essen, okay? You do not. Okay, let's see. Good.
Готов.
Good. Do it. Anakin. Damn it. Okay, I'm okay with the lack of resources. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Let's see, Germany should be quite close. Yeah, not as close actually, but taking some of these victory points will definitely end them. So let's make sure we take the Netherlands and Belgium first. Ah, they are still pushing where they shouldn't. Okay, manually send them somewhere else. Okay, though at this point we do have this stuff in the victory in the peace conference for sure. So. Even if I shift, even if I micromanage, they just don't want to do what I tell them. Okay, we got the Netherlands and Belgium. Now we can end Germany. Especially because after that we will need to take care of Italy quickly. We're not done with the war yet. Though we're almost done with the war. We are suffering a bit in here, but that should be fine. As long as we take the victory points fast enough. We can even rush victory points at this point. Let's see, very close. Germany should go down now. Perfect. Fantastic job. Now, another little trick that we are going to use to take full advantage of the civil war, to take full advantage of the peace conference. And what we are going to do is we made 3 collaboration governments in Germany. We are going to use them very soon. Now, if possible, it would be very nice to take everything that is part of Germany. So to take this stuff. Let's see if we can do that easily. Now here it's a complete mess everywhere, but it should be fine. We just need to be fast, because very soon we will get a notification telling us that we can form a collaboration government in Germany. And we want to do that. I will explain why in a little bit. Okay, there we go. Before accepting this message, try to take everything which is part of Germany, if you can. Okay, this part here maybe not, but that's okay. So, why did we do that? Because if we create a collaboration government now, which is what we're going to do, basically we create a Russian Germany, and this is now our puppet collaboration government. And the biggest advantage in doing so is that this will not be part of the peace conference. We take all of these automatically in the peace conference without spending any points. So all of Germany is ours for free in the peace conference. And that's a big deal, actually. I'm a bit sad that some Belgium survived in there, but that's okay. Now we need to rearrange our divisions a bit, because here it's a complete mess. But after that we just want to rush down Italy and then finish one of the last majors, which should probably be Hungary, but we will see. So first thing first, we send all of our tanks to Italy and start immediately pushing them. We don't want to leave too much to France. They may be able to take something, so we don't want that. We can use motorized somewhere else in this case. We actually have a nice front in there, so we can now we can use the Marshall line. So for the Marshall line, you instead of selecting your armies, you select the Marshall, you click here, and then you can either click or shift click in here, and he will automatically make an army, a unique army to take control of everything. So you would also need to cancel the other commands first. So you need to cancel everything. Let me do that again. So for a Marshall line, you click here, and then if you shift click here, all of the divisions will more or less merge in only one army and control the entire front. If you do it without shift clicking, they will remain as separate armies, which sometimes is better, and still control the entire front. This is not particularly useful for you. Now, before we do that though, we still need to take this stuff here. Other than that, we should be happy. Let's go. Yeah, sometimes you get this message multiple times. You can keep accepting it. Now here we will lack supplies because we don't get the supplies from our puppet yet, but start pushing as soon as possible. We need to take them. Now we will lack a lot of resources because now we have an insane industry. Okay, I guess we can import from the United States now that Germany is down. We can also import from Germany though. We will adjust the trade a bit later. Now it's okay. But now let's focus on Italy. Italy at this point is definitely not a challenge. But we want to be fast because we want to take down the allies too. Okay, Mussolini is already deposed. Very happy with that. Oh, by the way, guys, let's do one thing at this point. Let me make sure. Okay, these guys are here, these guys are here. Sometimes the navy is in weird places. I want to make sure that our navy is in the right harbors. Okay, already a civil war in Italy. Actually, that's quite early. That usually happens a bit later. But this is the other trick we are going to use in the peace conference. So we are going to transfer territory to our puppet. And that means that Italy will also not be part of the peace conference. So we get Germany and Italy for free in the peace conference, and we can use our points for something else, which is absolutely fantastic. We do, however, need to capitulate Italy even after the civil war, so probably we need to go all the way down to Palermo, which should be fine. Usually Italy goes into a civil war a little bit later, but maybe the casualties, maybe something else triggered it earlier. And then we will find out who is the last major to fight. Yeah, keep messing up my front line, of course. Okay, easy. Okay, and Italy should be down, right? It doesn't say so, but it should be down, which means that the last major remaining in the war is Hungary, as expected. So let's get ready and quickly take care of Hungary. Hungary is not a big deal, of course. But we will send our armored divisions nonetheless. A bit sad that the UK got Sicily for free. They didn't do anything. They didn't fight for it. It should have been mine. It will be mine anyway in the peace conference. That's okay. get some planning just to show off. Just to completely annihilate Hungary. Look at that. Look at that. Hungary will get some cool stuff in the upcoming update, so there will be a Hungary guide coming. Okay, usually taking Cluj when Hungary has it is enough to end the war, so let's rush it. I will also stop now, because after Cluj the war will be over, and there will be the peace conference. It's always a good idea to make a save before that, so let's make a save. Also, we are faster than in my test run. This actually was a very good run. Let's also look at the casualties. This is not going to be good for us, but not even that bad, you know? 300,000 casualties. That's quite alright, considering we fought the Axis alone and without air superiority. I mean, if you look on at their side, they had quite a bit more. Let's get into the peace conference. Done. Great. So, as I was mentioning, Germany, the part of Germany that we created as a puppet government, is already ours. We don't need to claim it, and the same goes for Italy, for Regno del Sud. So, what we're going to do in this peace conference is, first of all, we're going to annex Belgium, because we're going to use Belgium to invade quickly France. So, Belgium we can annex. And then we can puppet Luxembourg and the Netherlands. And we can start puppeting Poland. We have 73% of the war score, which is very nice. Let's also start puppeting Romania, since I want Romania as well. The UK will put up a fight a little bit, but that's okay. In the end, we will take everything we want. Now, we can ignore completely Czechoslovakia, so this part of Germany and Slovakia. We may have enough points to take that too, but I would prioritize other stuff, so it's not our priority, let's say. While this part of Germany, well, this one, I guess we can annex it and then give it to Germany, or we can directly give it to Germany, I think. I forgot how to do that, though. How did you do that? Like this, probably. Right? Russian, Germany takes... Okay, yeah, we can give this to Germany. We can also give this to Germany. Okay, perfect. Now we can go back to puppeting for ourselves. Let me check my spreadsheet. I don't want to make mistakes here. Yeah, right. Very important. We want to puppet Curaçao and Suriname. Just in case, it's useful to have these strategic territories in here, right after World War II. And then we can go on to puppet the rest of Romania and Hungary. I'm not even putting up much of a fight, to be honest. Actually, we can ignore this one here, because this is not a core of Hungary. It is a core of Czechoslovakia. And usually I leave Czechoslovakia to the UK so they can reform it and be happy and whatever. We want to puppet all of Poland. We want to puppet all of the cores of Hungary and Romania. And then usually what the UK very kindly does is they give the territories of Italy to Regno del Sud. But if they don't do that, we can do it ourselves. We can wait and do it ourselves. The UK never claims this stuff for themselves. So that's it's totally fine. We can also claim and puppet Albania. But at this point I would start prioritizing taking the navies, because they will be absolutely mandatory later on. So let's make sure that we take all of the navies. And then we can take some of the war reparations. Of course, leave everything in Africa, we don't care. Now, depending on the situation, we can think about puppeting... Yeah, so the UK will want to create Czechoslovakia, so that's the idea for them. I think we're okay with that. Oh, I'm not okay with giving them this, though. Oh, wait, they want... Oh, they want to take this for themselves. I'm not cool with that. They usually don't do that. Okay, then, no, you're not gonna do that. I'm going to give everything to our puppet Triangular Sud in there. Definitely. And Bukovina is mine. Come on. Give up. Nice. Okay, so basically we only left Czechoslovakia. I don't know what exactly happened to Slovakia, but that's okay. And now the usual war reparations and resource rights everywhere. Okay, look, we had exactly the perfect amount of points to do everything we wanted and to take all of the navies. So we're very happy with this peace conference. I hope I didn't miss anything. Let's see, just to make sure. No! Sardinia! No! No! The French cannot have Sardinia! This is unacceptable! Big mistake. Massive mistake. We need to restart the run, guys. It's okay, they can keep it for like 5 minutes, then after they capitulate again, we'll take it back. Alright, let's go. Now, so basically, the Slovak Republic remained there as independent. Okay, that's fine, I don't mind. I do not mind. Now, the next priority, since we have this bonus truck, now we can be satisfied. We control the first Rome, we control the third Rome. We don't control the second Rome, which is Istanbul, so there are chances for a next episode of this run. But before we go for that, I don't like the allies and I cannot accept Sardinia being French. That's absolutely unacceptable, so we need to do something about it. And what we're going to do about it is we're going to attack the allies. Luckily, we already have a claim on the allies, because we have a claim on Jerusalem, I believe. So we can use it to start the war quickly. But before we start the war, we need to make sure that all of our fleets are in position, because they are going to be very important. And yes, sadly, part of our fleets are in Vladivostok, which is not ideal, because we need them all to be able to get naval superiority against the UK. So let's make sure that they all go to northern Germany, while we position our tanks to take care of France. Not like this, though. We are next to Belgium, so that we can attack France directly from Belgium without calling our puppet into it. Now, keep in mind that if France has capitulated once already, so like in this case, France capitulated to Germany, then we will need to take all of their victory points for them to go down. They will need to go under 20% of the victory points. If they did not capitulate, so if they resisted against Germany, then it will be enough to take Paris and a few other victory points in here to capitulate them. So that's usually more convenient. Now, I'm going to assign maybe one infantry army to this front here to help, but the other ones we can keep them around here. So one in here maybe, and maybe one around St. Petersburg, just in case they attempt some naval invasions, the Brits. Better to have some extra divisions in here. We can also train all of them, just in case. We can also train these guys. And we may also have some new planes now, because we have been producing quite a lot of them. These are not the ones I expected, though. But we have a lot of planes. Nice. Let's go on and assign all of these planes to our guy here. Except this one. Let's continue until everybody's in position, and again, usually the timing is when the fleet finally gathers, and it can take quite a while, because they are in Vladivostok. Also, we will need to face Burundi, so guys, the run is not over. Big challenges again ahead of us. Burundi and Liberia. Jokes aside, if Liberia was actually considered a major, this would be a massive challenge. This would be the end of us. The United Mexican States can also be annoying if they are considered a major, but usually, luckily, they are not. Now let's see where our nice fleet is and what they are doing. Yeah, they're still in the middle of the ocean. Speed up a bit here. Because of course we will not be able to go through the Mediterranean Sea anymore after we start the war. So we need all of them to be already in position or almost in position. I think we are happy right now. We can go with this. Before invading the UK, in any case, we will need to take care of France. Of course, you don't want to wait for too long because we want to take down the UK and the Allies before the United States join. It's quite obvious. Well, let's go. Maybe let's make a save, just in case. And let's go. Now, when we start the war, we also need to adjust the production a little bit because we can say bye-bye to rubber for quite a while. So first of all, we are going to use our spies to spy on the UK, both to speed up our naval invasion and then to make things easier once we are in there. And then we might be a little bit early. No, actually we're not. We can design our new tanks, which is perfect. So now we use the improved medium tank chassis, and we have the improved howitzer. And we don't have the improved radio yet, right? But I started researching. Ah, I didn't research the other one. Sad, very sad. Yeah, I would need to adjust this at some point. Well, in any case, it's okay, even with the radio too. We can start making our T2, and we will make it... I didn't write it right. Yeah, I think we can increase the armor, so something like this. It doesn't really matter that much, but something like this should be fine. So let's start producing our T2. We can also upgrade this one. And again, we will not be able to produce planes anymore, so we can go down to like 15 and everything can go to tanks for the time being. Also, now in terms of trade, whenever you can try importing from your subjects. Still, we can import from our subjects somewhere. And these, can anyone give us? Yeah, Portugal is probably fine. But again, rubber, we will not get any rubber very soon. Maybe Indonesia.
Готов.
From now on, you can also build in your subjects so that later on you can decrease their autonomy. No need to do that in Germany, but we can do that in Poland. But again, it's actually more or less free at this point, because we'll be so insane at the end of this war that it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go. Come on, France, join. Nice, good job. Oh, look at France. Look at the resistance that France is putting up. Quite impressive. Doing absolutely nothing. But they did stack a lot of units in there. Units that we can destroy. Oh, nice! And they waited to be encircled. So kind. That's a lot of them because it's difficult to take them down. They're actually in here. Maybe what I would recommend is going for not a spearhead, but an offensive line, because we really need to push everywhere. And we can also push with them, because they mostly don't have divisions. Oh, they caught part of my fleet. That's why it's slightly better to wait until they are in there. Oh, that's a lot of fleets right now. No. Come on, wait. Yeah, I should have waited a little bit longer. It wasn't the smartest thing to do. It should still be fine.
Я готов. Стройсь. Так точно. Готов.
Okay, France is down.
Стройсь.
As easy as it should be.
Выйти с ними.
So let's go on and plan our naval invasion. Now, of course, we do want to keep some divisions in here. We need to protect this area from the British naval invasions.
Так точно.
Actually, these guys are not at war.
Я готов.
And we're going to do something you should never do, and I always do. So we're going to plan the naval invasion with armored divisions. And we're going to do that so that we already have armored divisions after they disembark, instead of having to send them over. It's faster,
Стройсь.
and it will work. So we go for the Newcastle Hull area,
Стройсь.
and we are going to use groups of 2.
Готов.
Okay. What we want to do is we have quite a lot of planes right now, and we want to send them all to the channel for now, and then later on we will send them up there to boost our naval invasion potential. Our fleet is ready in here. We can split them into 2. We're not going to do anything fancy. It's just a regular naval invasion. Guys, you can go a bit faster though. Yeah, okay. I don't want you to be in here.
Так точно.
Motherfucking piece of shit, stay there. Fucking kill you. Oh my god. Okay, stop. Go there. Stay there. Then they ask me why I hate the Navy. Isn't that obvious?
Готов.
Did the Brits really attempt a naval invasion in here? No, they didn't. Seriously? Right now? Right before my naval invasion? You're in Germany, man. It's not Africa. What the fuck, did you catch a cold? Oh my god, seriously?
Я готов.
But except for that, look at this guy. Look at how insane he is. Other than the fact that he got sick, he has 10 attack at level 6. This guy's insane. We're going to keep him, even though he's sick. You still go to England, man. You're not dodging drafts. Okay, now let's see how the situation is. And the situation is okay, but not great. We don't have the naval supremacy in here. So to get it, what we are going to do is we're going to send all of our planes in there too and see if that is enough. And hopefully it will be enough. Let's see. Yeah, we're close, not close enough at the moment. We will get there, don't worry. We do have a good intel efficiency, just lack a little bit of naval supremacy. Let's see if by any chance it would be easier to get it in here. Of course not. Yeah, struggling a little bit here.
Royce!
Come on, Brits. Remove your fleet from the UK, like you always do. Why wouldn't you do that? Maybe we can boost it even further. Closer. Struggling to get the naval superiority is not cool. Make the British move their planes. Try again. So damn close. And yes, it is very important not to lose your fleet while sending it here. Very important to wait until they are all in position. Otherwise, getting the naval superiority against the Brits can be a bit tricky, especially when they are being smarter than usual, like in this case. This literally never happens, but it's happening now. Despite being closer, unfortunately we're not close enough. Guess we could maybe repair this stuff. Let's see if it helps.
Так точно!
Repairing takes forever, and we don't have forever. Oh, we got it! Finally! Finally we got it. Finally. So freaking annoying, UK. Why? Why do they have to be so annoying? Well, this one was perfect, I must say. At least one unlucky thing we had to have. I'm okay with this one. Among all unlucky things, I guess this is a good one. As long as we take them down before the United States joins, we're fine. So we're okay. Yeah, I was ignoring a bit this stuff here. Okay, so by the way, since this will likely be edited out, I had to wait quite a bit to get the naval superiority. I will explain what tricks I used to get it. So the smartest thing you can do is, unlike me, don't get your fleet caught in here. Wait until they are entirely in this harbor before you start the war, so you don't lose any of them. And with the fleets stolen from Italy and Germany, you will be able to get the naval superiority. But if you cannot, and if you're stupid like if you make a stupid mistake like I did, what you can do is you can constantly swap your planes assignment from this region to this one to this one. Make sure that you have green air in here at some point. You assign the navy to both regions on naval invasion support, the entire navy. And then what I did in the end was calling everyone. I called Italy, Poland, the Netherlands and Germany. So probably the UK sent part of their fleet to the Mediterranean to take care of Italy. Or maybe some of the German and Polish fleet helped me. I don't know exactly what triggered it, but eventually we did get the naval superiority. And again, you just need naval superiority for half a second, just enough for the naval invasion to trigger, and then you don't care anymore. In fact, at this point I will split my fleet. As long as our tanks get in there, we are fine. And now it's mandatory that we disembark. If we don't disembark, we are completely screwed. So we're going to use a force attack in here, because we need absolutely to get down. Okay, we got down. That's it. Now it's over. That's all we needed. That's it. Okay, very nice. So at this point, we can reassign them, give them an offensive line, then micromanage them a little bit, but it's basically rushing the victory points, and this war will be easily over. There is no way the UK can resist you once you disembark. What the fuck are you doing, guys? Go. We don't have all day. Come on. London is down. The UK is almost down. We are very late. We need to be fast because Japan will join soon. I mean, by Japan will join soon, what I mean is Japan will declare war on the United States and the United States will join the UK and the Allies. But that's it. No problem at all, because we did get the United Kingdom in time. We struggled a bit with the naval invasion, but our bonus truck is finally satisfied. I will edit most of this out, probably. And now we can make things right, first of all, by taking Sardinia and Corsica back, rightful Italian territories. So we will give them to our Russian puppet, to our Russian Italy puppet. And then, guys, we can skip the peace conference, you know the drill. We are the only ones in here, the allies are in here, so we take everything, we puppet everything, we take the navies, we take war reparations, we become God. That's it. So I will skip all of this for you. Oh, if you plan to invade the United States, you can take for yourself, instead of puppeting, these two provinces here. And of course we will fix our navy problems for the rest of the game by taking all of the French and British navies. And that is it. We can be satisfied with this. Let's confirm. Let's look at what we control in the world, which is most of it. Of course, there are a couple of potential challenges left. The United States and Japan. But at this point, we are basically in the same position as we were with my Soviet Union guide. So you can just follow the same exact strategy. You can invade the United States from here. You can take care quickly of Japan. It is only 1941, so there is plenty of time to do whatever you want. For our purposes, though, we're pretty satisfied. Third Rome is back. We have almost 500 factories. We have unlimited manpower, as usual. And we are this guy. Let's not forget that this guy is now dominating the world. The supreme representative of God on Earth. Not fucking around. Guys, that's really all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this run. It was a lot of fun. We fought Germany at full strength. It was very challenging. And then we struggled with the naval invasion against the UK. For the first time ever in one of my runs, I struggled with the naval invasion. But we got it done in the end, and that is what matters. I may make another episode for this run, but as you know, the upcoming weeks will be a bit busy. There is the new DLC coming out, a lot of new content, so I think we will focus on something new. I hope you enjoyed this Third Rome guide. It was requested by a lot of you. If you did, of course, make sure to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and leaving me a comment. Also, let me know if you have any ideas on how to further improve this run or potentially continue it. Guys, if you stayed with me until now, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Your comments are always amazing to read. We have an incredible community. I'm very proud of it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.